There comes a time in the life of every man and woman when regret knocks at the door of the mind. A time when the soul cries out in quiet agony, "What have I done with all those years?" A time when the missed opportunities, the wrong turns, the delays, the distractions, all line up like shadows of the past to haunt the present. And if that moment has not come for you yet, I say be ready, because life will test every soul by time. But hear me clearly. Those years were not wasted. Not in the way you think. There is a force, divine, supreme, eternal, that does not forget what man forgets. A force that does not measure your value by your mistakes, but by your potential. That power is God, and God is not bound by time. He is not limited by your lost moments. He is not intimidated by your failures. God is the restorer of time itself, and He will restore all your wasted years. Yes, my friend, this message is for the one who feels it's too late, for the one who thinks the train has left the station, for the one who spent too long in fear, in addiction, in procrastination, for the one who let anger steal their peace or envy steal their focus. I came to tell you today, God has not forgotten you. He is preparing to restore to you the years the locusts have eaten, the years devoured by doubt, the seasons stolen by sorrow, the dreams suffocated by discouragement. You may not see it now, because God often works in silence. He does not need to announce His plans. He does not need your circumstances to agree with His intentions. When God decides to restore, He does not consult your past. He speaks only to your destiny. What you must do is rise in faith. You must begin to believe that time can bend in your favor. That acceleration is real. That what takes others 10 years, God can do in one for you. That what you thought was the end was only preparation for a glorious beginning. You must develop a mindset so fixed on divine restoration that not even your worst memories can shake it, because restoration is not simply about getting back what you lost. No, it is deeper than that. God is not in the business of giving you back your former life. He is in the business of giving you a better life. He doesn't return what was. He returns what should have been. He adds interest to your sorrow. He adds value to your scars. He multiplies your experience and turns pain into purpose. But He requires something from you. Not perfection, but participation. You must partner with this process. You must be willing to let go of bitterness. You must be willing to stop mourning what's gone and start preparing for what's coming. Your healing begins the moment you believe that you are not forgotten, that your story is not over, that God has a strategy that includes your worst mistakes as stepping stones toward your greatest blessings. There are seeds in your soul that never died. Even in your lowest moments, they remain buried, but alive. And when God restores, He waters those forgotten seeds. Suddenly, you find yourself dreaming again, believing again, acting again. And one day, what looked like a barren land becomes a field full of fruit. That's restoration. That's divine reversal. Some of you wasted years trying to please the wrong people. You bent your values, you silenced your voice, you wore a mask just to fit in. But God saw your heart. He saw your struggle. And when He restores, He will bring people who don't just accept you. They honor the real you. He will send relationships that bring peace, not pain. Love that builds, not breaks. And friendships that push you forward, not pull you back. Some of you wasted years in confusion, wondering who you were, why you were here, what your purpose was. You walked through seasons of fog where every step felt uncertain. But hear me, confusion is not your portion. Clarity is coming. Direction is coming. You will wake up one day and know exactly who you are and where you're going. Because God is not a God of chaos. He is a God of order. And He is putting your broken pieces back together in divine alignment. And then there are some who wasted years in sin, rebellion, pride. Yes, we must speak the truth. You ran from your calling. You resisted your conscience. You ignored the whispers of God. But even then, His mercy followed you. His grace chased you. And now He says to you, come home. There is still a seat for you at the table. There is no condemnation in restoration, only correction. God corrects you so He can elevate you, so He can use you. Do you not know? Some of the greatest leaders, the strongest voices, the most powerful people in history were once broken beyond recognition, but God specializes in building his masterpieces from what others call messes. So if you feel like a mess right now, you're in the perfect position for a miracle. You say, "But I wasted my youth." Then God will give you strength in your maturity. You say, "I wasted my energy." Then God will renew it with divine vitality. You say, "I wasted my mind on useless things." Then God will give you wisdom beyond your years. The years you lost in foolishness can be replaced with years of wisdom. The time you lost in wandering can be restored with years of purpose. The key is to trust the process. Do not rush what God is rebuilding. Restoration is not a microwave. It is a slow, precise, and perfect work. He is fixing what you don't even know is broken. He is healing wounds you've forgotten to feel. He is preparing tables you don't even know you'll sit at. And when he's done, when he's done, it will not look like repair. It will look like reward. People will ask you, "How did you recover?" And you'll say, "I didn't. God restored me." That's the difference. Restoration makes it look like you were never broken, like the storm never touched you, like the enemy never had a grip on your life. And you'll carry a peace that doesn't make sense, a joy that's unexplainable, a confidence that's unshakable. Because you'll know you were chosen, not crushed. You were delayed, not denied. You were bruised, but not broken beyond repair. Today, I dare you to believe again. I dare you to hope again. I dare you to plan again. Make room in your heart, because restoration requires preparation. You cannot walk into a new season with an old mindset. You must release the labels that no longer serve you. You must abandon the language of defeat. Say to yourself, "My future is still alive. My purpose is still intact. My calling still stands. God is not finished with me yet." What if I told you that your greatest years are not behind you, but ahead of you? That your best work has not been done yet? That the song you're meant to sing, the book you're meant to write, the business you're meant to build, the lives you're meant to touch, are all on the other side of restoration, and they are coming, in time, in his time. For your time has not been wasted, it's been woven into the fabric of your testimony, woven into the blueprint of your destiny, and what looked like delay was divine design. So I ask you now, not to look back with sorrow, but to look forward with sacred expectation, because you serve a God who does not just give second chances, he gives restored years. And that, my friend, is more powerful than starting over. It's starting stronger. Believe it, receive it, prepare for it, because your wasted years are about to become your greatest story. So let me tell you this. Every tear you cried in silence, every lonely night, every anxious morning, every door that slammed in your face, every mistake that made you question your own worth, none of it was meaningless. God wastes nothing. Not your pain, not your confusion, not even your rebellion. He uses it all as ingredients for a comeback so powerful, it will silence every doubt you ever had about yourself. Some of you spent years trying to be someone you're not. You mimicked what others were doing. You wore shoes that didn't fit your calling. You compared, you competed, you conformed. But now restoration is calling you back to your true identity. God is stripping away the masks, removing the false expectations, and reintroducing you to the person you were always meant to be. You will no longer apologize for your voice. You will no longer downplay your gifts. You will walk in rooms knowing, "I was built for this." And let me speak to those who spent years in fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of success. You let fear drive the car of your destiny while you sat silent in the passenger seat. But fear is a liar, and it's being evicted from your life today. God is restoring courage to you, the courage to dream again, to try again, to be again. You will no longer shrink to fit into spaces not meant for you. You will no longer hide your light to keep others comfortable. The fire within you is being reignited. Now hear this. Restoration does not mean God will place you where you used to be. It means he's preparing a place that fits who you've become. You are not the same person you were when the pain started. You have evolved. You have grown. You have learned. So don't ask him to give you the old life back. Ask him to reveal the new life ahead. You're not going back. You're going forward with power. You see, while the enemy thought he was burying you, God was planting you. What looked like isolation was incubation. While others were celebrating their moments, God was developing your momentum. You've been in a quiet season, but don't confuse quiet with inactive. God has been working behind the scenes, aligning people, moving obstacles, creating divine connections. You are about to walk into rooms you didn't apply for, receive blessings you didn't earn, step into roles you didn't think you were ready for, but He made you ready, and you must walk in them boldly, because restored people don't walk with their heads down. They walk with posture, with presence, with purpose. You will no longer ask for permission to be great. You will no longer second guess the calling on your life. When God restores, He doesn't just fix you, He crowns you. He elevates your name. He redeems your reputation. He reintroduces you to the world with divine distinction. Some of you are being restored in your finances. You've known lack. You've lived in survival mode. You've watched others thrive while you scraped by. But that season is shifting, not just because you worked harder, but because God is teaching you principles. He is renewing your mind. He is giving you wisdom to manage, multiply, and master wealth. You are not destined for barely enough. You are being positioned for more than enough, not just for you, but so you can be a blessing to others. Others of you are being restored emotionally. Years of heartbreak have hardened your heart. You've trusted the wrong people, given love where it wasn't returned. And now you hesitate to open your heart to anything new. But God is healing that inner wound. He's softening what became stone. He's teaching you that vulnerability is not weakness. It is the birthplace of connection. And as your heart is restored, you will love again, laugh again, live again, with no fear of loss. Then there are those of you who feel like you've wasted years in silence. You had something to say, but you muted yourself. You had a message, but you let insecurity muzzle your voice. You thought, who would listen to me? But hear me, God is giving you a platform. He is turning your private battles into public victories. He is giving you a voice that carries weight. When you speak, shackles will fall. When you share your truth, others will be set free. Your voice is part of your restoration. And yes, some of you feel as though you've wasted years in confusion about your calling. You tried many things. You started and stopped. You questioned if you even had a purpose, but confusion is clearing. God is streamlining your vision. You will soon look back and see that every false start, every detour, every failed plan was not wasted. It was redirection. He was showing you what was not yours so you could clearly recognize what is. Your path is about to open with clarity like never before. Now let me speak to your inner critic, that voice that says, "But I don't deserve restoration." Let me silence it once and for all. You don't earn restoration. You receive it. It is not a reward for the perfect. It is a gift for the willing. And if you're willing to believe, willing to surrender, willing to prepare, then God is willing to restore. He doesn't restore you because you never messed up. He restores you because He never gave up on you. So take this moment and let faith rise in you. Let hope speak louder than history. Let your spirit know what's ahead is greater than what's behind. What's coming is worth everything you lost. And not 1 second of pain will go unredeemed. You are not too old. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. Restoration doesn't care where you've been. It only cares where you're willing to go. So take the hand of God. Walk forward. Step up. Rise again. Because this time it's not about recovering who you were. It's about becoming who you were always meant to be. And so I leave you with this truth. Etched not by the hand of man, but sealed by the Spirit of the living God, you are not finished. You are not forgotten. And you are not forsaken. The hands that formed you, the breath that filled you, the purpose that called you, it is all still alive within you. The years you thought were lost have been kept, counted, and are now being commanded to return with interest. What was stolen will be restored. What was broken will be rebuilt. What was dead will rise again. But the choice, my friend, is yours. You can sit in the ashes, or you can rise and build. You can mourn the years, or you can march into them reclaimed. God has already prepared the restoration, but He is waiting on your agreement. Speak it. Believe it. Walk in it. And never again look at your past as a prison, but as proof that nothing is wasted in the hands of God. The years are coming back, stronger, fuller, better, and so are you.